It was Hiroshima's way of appealing to the world to stop the use of nuclear weapons and to work for peace. But the United States and the Soviet Union had begun to develop hydrogen bombs. November 1952, Eniwetok Atoll in the Marshall Islands. The world entered a new stage in the endless race to develop nuclear weapons. March 1954. The Fukuryu Maru No. 5, a Japanese fishing boat, was in the vicinity of the H-bomb test conducted by the United States off Bikini Atoll in the Marshall Islands. Radioactive matter, ashes of death, rained down on the fishermen. They began to show the same symptoms as the people of Hiroshima. Aikichi Kuboyama, chief radio operator. He died 6 months after he was exposed to the ashes of death. His death and the grief of his young wife and family touched thousands. Movements against nuclear weapons expanded rapidly in Japan. His young daughter fanned her father's ashes in the urn, hoping to cool him. The next year, a decade after the A-bomb attack, his widow visited Hiroshima. For her, Bikini Atoll and Hiroshima were closely linked. In 1955, the First World Conference against atomic and hydrogen bombs was held in Hiroshima. Regardless of their individual positions and nationalities, many people made a pilgrimage to Hiroshima and Nagasaki in support of peace. Mrs. Kuboyama and the atomic bomb victims who participated in the conference appealed to the world for no more Hiroshimas and Nagasakis. But the atomic bomb had been quietly destroying the health of children who appeared to be healthy. One of the girls suffering from leukemia folded over 1,000 paper cranes from her medicine wrappers, believing she would be cured if she did so. But she died, leaving the record she had made of her weekly blood tests. At the age of 2, she became a victim of the A-bomb. 10 years later, she died. Her classmates, together with the students of many other schools, began a fundraising campaign for the erection of a statue to share her hope with the world. Her strings of cranes were her legacy of peace to the world. But nuclear testing continued to increase. The victims of the A-bomb protested, repeatedly reminding the world that they could never tolerate the existence of nuclear weapons. "20 years passed. This girl's mother was pregnant at the time of the atomic bombing. She is mentally retarded and at 20 acts like a small child. Every morning before leaving for work, her mother prepares 2 meals and leaves medicine and 20 yen for her daughter. The girl eats lunch alone. Radiation damaged her life within a few months of conception. But she will never understand this. This is the burden borne by an innocent mother and child. For them, the tragedy of the atomic bomb which was dropped on Hiroshima has continued through the years. Through the huge volume of records of the A-bomb victims, new names are continually being found. At last their ashes, kept by the municipal government, can be returned home. The grief and sorrow spans time. There is no cure for the atom bomb. "25 years passed. What happened to those people in the films?" Dr. Fumio Shigeto, Deputy Director of the Red Cross Hospital in Hiroshima, cared for many of the victims.
これは気の毒な人でしたよ。目が一方見えなくなったし、いろんなところへ勤務するにってもなかなか難しいと。昭和30年頃に悲観して自殺されたです。
The mother of these children, Mrs. Ikemoto, boiled medicinal herbs for them to drink, hoping it would cure them. It did not work.
ダメを飲ましたりねずみしたんですよ。だけど女の子もよう飲むし、男の子はねやっぱり飲まんのですよね。彼の方がやっぱり早く死んだんです。24年の7月に死んだんですかね。やっぱり2月ほど入院してね。
Their mother was left alone. This man, Mr. Sasaki, survived. How he lived after such injuries is a miracle. For him, every day has been a struggle to live with the atomic bomb. Mrs. Matsushita lost an eye to the atomic flash. She will never forget what she saw.
いうのと光と一緒ですわ。その光が私の目には一瞬のうちに紫のような桃色のような光がね見えたんですよ。それは戦争がなかったらこういうことにならないのですわ。ですからやっぱり平和ということを考えるときにどうしてでも原爆におった人が一番先に先番にはならんのでないかしら。
Sankichi Toge, an A-bomb victim, wrote this poem. Give back my father, give back my mother, give back the children. Now is the time to marshal our efforts to ensure that these weapons, capable of destroying the world dozens of times over, are abolished. On February 25, 1981, Pope John Paul II knelt before the cenotaph and issued an appeal for peace, saying that to remember Hiroshima is to abhor nuclear war.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki stand out from all those other places and monuments as the first victims of nuclear war.
1987 saw the first tangible step toward the abolition of nuclear weapons. The World Conference of Mayors for Peace through Intercity Solidarity, held in Hiroshima, sent a strong signal of support. Hiroshima became the place of pilgrimage for this goal. A group of junior high school students visited the city. They were the same age as the students killed in the vicinity of Ground Zero. Their representative made an emotional appeal.
この広島の地に原爆が落とされてからもう44年経ち、あの恐ろしい広島を目にすることはなくなりました。けれどもあの44年前の出来事を昔話で終わらせて良いのでしょうか。たくさんの人々を殺した原爆を、戦争を二度と繰り返してはいけない。